What's up guys, Dark Ruler here, aka Blackheart909, and today we're going to be looking at Silent Hill F on the Steam Deck OLED. We're going to be playing with a few different settings. We're going to be playing with, first of all, just standard TSR, and you can already see there's some flickering over there. We're also going to be playing with lossless scaling on and off. We're also going to be trying out FSR4, see if that makes a difference. And yeah, first off, for the settings menu, I have mostly default settings. I haven't really changed anything. So we have medium shadow and texture quality, medium shaders, visual effects on medium, post-processing on medium, and view distance on high. Okay, so let's see what the game looks like when we hit new game. And we're using TSR right now, so action, story, and puzzles. Let's go story as well. Oh, we have some premium edition outfits, always nice. Let's see how that looks. So currently we're TSR performance, and yeah, that looks kind of slow. It feels kind of slow. I don't know, is lossless scaling on? Let's go check. So this is a new Decky and lossless scaling VK together, and it is on. Maybe that's why it felt so slow. So we're getting around 20 FPS here in this starting area, which is not the best, but in terms of visual quality, it looks really, really good. So what do? Let's go ahead and go into options. Graphics. Let's try to get it playable first with these settings. So let's go lumen high. I've read online that you have to have lumen high here, and you need to have screen space as well. Shadow medium, texture medium, post processing. Let's keep this on low. Okay, let's see how that runs. Okay, a little bit better, slightly better, but we're still at 20 FPS, which is kind of bad. So let's go ahead and change the settings to low for a second. Graphics. And also let's have this at no limit. Turn this off. Okay, so shadow quality, let's go down to low. Textures, let's keep it on medium. Shaders can stay over there. Visual effects, let's go to low, and yeah, let's see how this runs. Okay, visually, big difference. So let's go back. I want to get the shadows back up. Okay, let's see how that runs. 23 FPS. Honestly, not the best performance. So what can we do to salvage this? Let's see. Let's go into options and try to use FSR first. And this isn't FSR4, this is probably FSR3 or 2. Let's go to performance, the lowest. And that makes a huge difference. So going from TSR to FSR is pretty much all the change you need. So this is playing with FSR3. You'll notice there is some shimmering on the hair, but we can, I think, afford to go ahead and change shaders to medium now and visual effects back to medium and view distance to, let's set it to medium for now. Okay, everything on medium with FSR default, it runs pretty well, 33 FPS. There's a lot of shimmering I can notice though, so let's do two different changes. First of all, let's see how it runs with lossless scaling. And that brings us to 45 FPS. Interesting. How about if we go ahead and lower the settings a little bit? Let's keep shaders on low, visual effects on low. No need post-processing or view distance. Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, way closer to that 60 FPS mark, which we want. I do see a lot of artifacting though, so let's go check out what's up with our lossless scaling settings. Maybe we can take this up a little bit. Turn this off. Are we running HDR? We are running HDR. Okay. Okay, we're at 90 FPS now, and the visual artifacts are pretty much gone. 69 FPS here. I think it's finally recognized that it can actually use FSR4 for realsies, and now it's running pretty well, I think. Now this is a 70 FPS experience. There is quite a lot of blur on my screen, so let me do two more tweaks, right? So we're here, Silent Hill F is running. What else can we do? What else can we do? Let's see. This time I want to turn off lossless scaling just for a second. Okay, that gets us to 40 FPS in this difficult scene. 39. And I think in terms of graphics, I don't really recognize the difference between all medium and all low. So let's just do, no. I want medium actually. So these two on medium, I think, make the biggest impact. Let's just change this and see how it looks. Shaders are always kind of heavy on these titles. Okay, options. Okay, this is full medium settings. We're at 37 FPS, that's pretty good. Now let's see what happens when we turn on FSR4. So I'm gonna change upscaler to XESS first. XESS settings. And this is XESS 2.2.0. Let's see how that looks. So we have to switch to DLSS to get that visual quality feedback. Let's have it set to performance for now. Okay, XESS. Kind of noisy, to be honest. I can see a lot of noise around her hair. Performance-wise, 35, 34 FPS. Not the greatest, not the worst. Very similar to FSR3. Let's try out FSR4 then. So FSR3 or 4, change upscaler. And it started running with FSR4. Okay. Yeah, definitely much cleaner in terms of visual appearance. 38 FPS in some spots. We're still running on the performance mode. Maybe this one has ultra performance. Quality, performance, balanced, and quality. Okay, let's see how it runs on quality just to check that. Not that bad actually. Not that bad at all. Let's see how it runs on balanced. Okay, FSR4 balance, some traversal stutter over there, not too bad though. We can make do. Wow, FSR4 might actually make this look better than the PlayStation 5 version. Okay, let's go switch to performance. I want to get a steady 30 plus FPS experience first. Okay, 28, 27 FPS. $37. Okay, we're coming back up. Okay, I think that's fair enough, and we can now try to get some frame generation on. Let's try changing some settings to low. You know, this is not too bad. Personally, I play this at 30 FPS on my Steam Deck, so I get that you can increase frame rate like this, or you could probably do 3x. Let's see how 3x looks. You know, 3x is actually pretty good. 80 to 90 FPS. Wow. And for a game like this, the input delay is probably not that bad. You know, I'll play at 90 FPS. I'm not gonna play at 30. There are some issues. Every once in a while, you'll notice some warping around buildings, but it's actually pretty good. And just to show you guys, this is base performance. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, subscribe for more, and let me know in the comments. I'm also doing PlayStation Vita videos, and they're really fun for me to make. I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, stay tuned for more. Dark Ruler, aka Blackheart909, signing off right after this cutscene.